Vancouver, someone just up my street, awesome. Someone that apparently is my neighbor. The UK, awesome. New York, LA, oh, awesome. Got everybody from all over. Toronto, Canada, awesome. Fellow Canadians. By the way, right now I'm in Vancouver and it's actually snowing today. And so it's the first day of the year we've gotten snow. And you know, I usually don't, I'm not a big fan of the snow, but this year I'm actually gonna get into snowboarding and everything too, so I'm gonna use it more to my advantage. Someone here from Ohio, we got Carl, Rodrigo, Darren. Awesome guys, well, welcome to the stream. Now, a few things before we jump into it as well. There should be a bit of a delay there. Is that why? Yeah, okay. So, a few things before we jump into things. A few housekeeping. Number one, I'm going to be giving away some cool prizes at the end of this stream. So I want to encourage you guys to stay to the end because I've got a little prize that I'm going to share with you guys. I'm also going to be giving away one lucky person my affiliate marketing mastery course that we just opened up the registration for today as well. So I'm going to be picking someone at random and we're going to be awarding you with the course, which is a $3,000 value. Many of you guys know we just opened up the registration for it. We've got it open for the next week. Closes Sunday, December 11th. After that, we're going to close the doors on it and focus on adding as much value to the members that sign up because we're going to be doing a lot of live coaching and things of that nature as well for the people that want my help at least to build their business into 2017. So I'm really looking forward to that, but stick around to the end for the prizes that I'm going to give away, the special offer and everything as well. I want to reward you guys for being here on the stream. I appreciate you guys taking the time to be here. I know your time is valuable, and I will do the best that I can to add as much value to you as possible because I really want to make sure that I'm respectful of your time and I add as much value as I possibly can. But I will mention at the end of the stream, I am going to talk a little bit about my Affiliate Marketing Mastery course. It's the course that I've spent the last 6 months working on. It's the next step for those that want to be able to work with me to build their business. If that's something that doesn't interest you, that's totally fine. You're still awesome regardless, but I got to make sure that I also share that course because I'm really passionate about it and I want to make sure that I get as many people to join as possible, okay? So that's the deal. I want to be upfront with you guys about that. And by the way, for those that are joining in, I appreciate all the likes, all the thumbs up. Whenever you do these live streams, sometimes it's hard to do because it's almost like I'm talking to myself. I'm just talking to a camera, and the only way that I really know that you're there is by you hitting the like button or leaving a comment or engaging with me in some way. You know, it's the equivalent that if you were here in my apartment right now and you're in the audience, you know, hitting the thumbs up would almost be like you nodding your head to what I'm saying, or maybe you giving me an applause or something like that for something that I might say. So it definitely helps to keep you engaged. You're going to get more from it as well. And of course, if you want to share this, I greatly appreciate it as well. I want to reach as many people as possible. Okay, sound good? All right, let's jump into things, guys. And by the way, we got someone here on Erica on Facebook. We got Kevin on Facebook. Huzaif, I apologize if I just butchered your name. Kevin from Toronto, California. We got Moy Ashley. How's it going, guys? We got Clara from Brisbane. Awesome, Australia. You got Carl from Ohio. Rodrigo from Toronto. Darren from the UK. Cool, guys. Well, looking forward to it. So, how to build a blog that gets 100,000 plus visitors per month. I'm going to use this whiteboard and hopefully save some paper in the process. For those of you that are on Periscope and Facebook, sometimes because I'm doing a selfie style video, I will mention that this might be in reverse for you, whatever I write. And it's not because I'm writing backwards. I'm not that good. It's just more so because it's a selfie video. And if I turn around the camera, I won't be able to actually see the things that you guys are saying and everything too. Okay, so the best stream, the highest quality stream is probably on the Project Life Mastery YouTube channel. Those are the people going to have the best, probably the best experience in terms of the sound quality and the visual of this as well, okay? So I want to share with you guys a little bit about my journey building ProjectLifeMastery.com to where it is today. And currently, the last month in November, Project Life Mastery got over 130,000, I think 137,000 unique visitors to the blog, over 200,000, I think 220,000 page views to the blog. And I've been working on this blog now for almost 5 years. Coming up in January, it'll be the 5-year anniversary of Project Life Mastery. And at the beginning stages, it was very slow. You know, it's just almost like the grass is growing. But just like with anything in life, when you're consistent with it over time and you slowly improve and get better with it, and you commit, you go deep, you commit to mastery, as I like to say, then it's amazing what happens. And then you get this snowball effect where things can really grow and scale on so many different ways. So I'm going to share with you guys my experience with that. I'm going to talk a little bit about, for those that are brand new, whether you don't have a blog and you want to start one, I'm going to talk about the importance, the value of a blog, how to get started, what you need to get started, the best practices and tips that I'd have for you, things that I utilize for myself to get to where I'm at today. And if you already have a blog, then I'm going to share with you guys how you can grow that, take it to the next level, how you can get more traffic to your blog, and I'm going to share some really important principles that can help you in terms of SEO, search engine optimization, creating content, ranking your content in Google, and really being able to blow it up and scale up to that next level, okay? So in order to build a blog, well, actually, let me back up a little bit, okay? Let me actually share with you guys a little bit about the story of when I started Project Life Mastery. So as I mentioned, I started Project Life Mastery in January of 2012. And I originally started it as a blog just as a way for me to share my life, to share the things that I was learning. And I've always been involved in self-development since I was 17 years old, made a lot of changes in my life, was very passionate about that and wanting to improve myself. And I figured, one thing I discovered with myself is that I was learning all this great information, right? I was reading books and I was going to seminars. I was really investing a lot in myself to improve myself to be able to achieve goals that I had. And I realized that I should create a blog to be able to share the things that I'm learning. And in sharing it, then hopefully it could inspire other people in the process and be able to help them, add value to them. But also I was creating content and blogging because I found that the process of me creating content and blogging would help me to internalize the things that I was learning, right? So whenever I'd go to a seminar or read a book and I'd get these great insights and I'd take my notes down, by me writing about it and sharing it, it would help me integrate what I was learning much deeper. It would help me master what I was learning. Instead of just gathering information but not applying it in any way, I discovered that I could actually improve the self-development process by me writing it and sharing it. Because oftentimes whenever you learn something or something great happens to you, you want to share that, right? You want to share it with other people. And I find that's just something that I've always been very passionate about, is sharing the things that I learn as well. Another part of starting Project Life Mastery was also a way for me to share my goals. And so I also discovered that by me publicly sharing the goals that I was setting for myself every year or every month, by me making those public, it would force me to step up and actually achieve them, because it would create this internal pressure within myself where I'd be more accountable to others. Because oftentimes when you just set a goal, you keep it to yourself, you could easily back off on your word. You might commit to something, but if you're only committed to yourself, you're not going to be as likely to keep that commitment. So I found by committing to others and telling other people, this is what I'm going to accomplish this year, this is what I'm committed to, it create this pressure to force me to step up and actually follow through and achieve those goals. And at the time in 2012, I was actually doing a fitness competition called the WBFF. And I wanted to get in really great shape, and I was trying to lean out and have my six-pack and everything. And I figured by me blogging about that and sharing my progress, that would be another way for me to be accountable and stick with that, and at the same time inspire other people in the process. So when I first started Project Life Mastery, I actually didn't really start it with the intent of making money from it. It was more so as a hobby, more so as a passion. And the benefits that I've gotten from it besides the money have far outweighed that, because I've always said that it's not about what you get, it's about who you become. And the process of me learning and growing to create content and help people, and for me to improve my life, that's more valuable than the amount of money that I've been able to generate from Project Life Mastery. But I am proud to say that I have been able to monetize Project Life Mastery, turn it into a 7-figure per year brand, which is amazing to me. And many different ways I've been able to monetize it, affiliate marketing being one. Been able to make a lot of money through affiliate marketing. It's been one of my favorite ways to make money online. I'll talk a little bit about that as well. But I just kind of started off as a hobby. And I'll share with you guys what I recommend for someone that's starting out, things that I've learned over the years that can help you as well in building your blog and being able to scale it up and everything also. But I think it is important to start a blog and almost treat it like a business. Take it a little bit more seriously than I took it when I first started. Because when I first started blogging, I wasn't that consistent, to be honest. I write a blog post or do a YouTube video every 2 weeks or so. Other times it was a little bit more frequently, other times not as much. But again, I didn't really have the outcome of being able to build it to make money from it. And there's a lot of things I didn't know. And so if you're just starting out, I could probably help you fast track the process to get where you want to be a lot faster, and you don't have to make some of the same mistakes that I made over the years. So treat it like a business. Put the work into it and understand that just like with anything in life, the initial phases of it, of blogging, you're not going to see an immediate return on that. You're not going to see an immediate reward. Because I think a lot of people, they're always expecting instant gratification. We're programmed in this world to, I'm going to put in this hour of my time and I immediately get back this. And you got to understand that building a business is not like having a job. A job is where you put in 1 hour and you get paid for that hour. You put in 40 hours in the week, you get paid for those 40 hours. But when you're building a blog or a business, you're putting in time and you're building an asset that you're not really going to see the return from, in some cases maybe for a few months or even a few years. Just today, almost 5 years later, starting Project Life Mastery, I'm seeing the real benefit, the big return of the investment of my time and energy and money that I spent 5 years ago. And if you have that long-term mentality, then you can be very successful with it, grow it, and make as much money as you want. So have that long-term mentality with it. Understand at the beginning stages of anything, it's going to be slow. It's going to be maybe a little bit more challenging. You're going to have to go through a learning curve, and you're going through that process. And I think when you invest in a course or a product or coaching, a seminar, whatever it is, really what you're buying is a shortened learning curve. Hopefully I can help shorten the learning curve for you guys a little bit here on this live stream by sharing things that have helped me so that you can get to where you want to go a lot faster. But when you invest in a course or a product, it's the same thing. You're getting a faster learning curve to where you want to go. You're saving yourself a lot of time as well as a lot of money because oftentimes people have to spend money or their time is worth money and it ends up costing them as well, okay? So have that long-term mentality. Understand it's a little bit slow at the beginning. You can't be wired for the instant gratification. You got to keep at it, and sure enough, if you can, you will get rewarded for it, just as if most people get rewarded in life for consistency and hard work. You'll get rewarded in your blog as well. Now, in order to set up a blog, someone asked this question. And by the way, I know you guys will have a lot of questions throughout this stream. You guys can save them to the end, and I'll do a little Q&A at the end, and I'll answer some of your guys' questions. And for those that are joining now as well, I will mention that I'm giving away my course, Affiliate Marketing Mastery, to one person that's on the stream. And I've got a little surprise bonus for some of you guys also. But save the questions to the end. I'll do the best that I can to answer them for you. So in order to set up a blog, you're going to need a few things. First thing you're going to need is a name, okay? A name for the blog. And the name of the blog is very important because whatever the name is that you decide for your blog, you're going to want to make sure that that name is relevant to a specific niche or market that you're going to build your blog around. And if you got if you want to be in the fitness market and you want to build a fitness blog, you want to make sure that when people see that name, they know right away what this blog is about. They know right away that this blog is about fitness. And I think a big mistake that a lot of people make when creating a blog or any business, is there's confusion amongst the name and what the blog is really about, the niche, the market that it's tailored to. There should never be any confusion in the process of being able to interact and attract people to you online. You want to make sure that it's very targeted and people understand, what your brand is based on the name, what your niche is, the market that you're in. So the name is very important. What goes along with the name is going to be what is called a domain. A domain name, which is basically your website address, the URL for your website. And what's really important is making sure that this name, like I said, it's a name. A few other tips when it comes to a name: it's a name that people recognize. They know immediately what it's about. It's an attractive name. It's relatively short. It's not too long. It's a name that is compelling and kind of like has I guess a bit of a ring to it in some way, where it's more memorable for people, so that oftentimes your brand name, some people might think about it, and be able to remember that in their head. And I've seen a lot of people, they build a blog around a name that it's like you can't spell it, you can't pronounce it. It's a little bit too confusing, it's too long, and that's going to cause you problems down the road. That's going to prevent you from being able to scale that up, okay? So the name is very important. I actually teach a whole criteria of how to create a brand name inside my Affiliate Marketing Mastery course. But your name is very, very important. And this is one of the first steps that you need to set up in building your online business, building your blog. Domain name is very important because the domain name should be the name of your brand. And when you register the domain name, you want to make sure that you can own the .com version of that domain, and eventually maybe the .net, the .ca, the .co, the other variations of it as well, to help protect the brand that you're building. I know a lot of people, they register the .net or the .ca or the .co.uk version of the domain, and that's going to prevent your ability to scale as well. Because if you really want to build a big brand and you don't own the .com, then that's going to cause confusions amongst people that follow you or check out your blog, because oftentimes the default of what people think about 95% of the time is .com, right? www.whatever.com. And if you're .net, then a lot of people are going to be going to the .com because they're not going to remember the .net. They're not going to think about that. And then also you want to make sure that you can protect the brand that you built. And what's another important part of this, in owning the domain name, you want to make sure that you're not violating someone else's trademark, because someone else could own the trademark for the name that you're trying to build your business around. And I've seen a lot of people, they build their blog, and what happens is a year later, they get to a certain point of success, and they find out that they're violating someone else's trademark, and then that person comes after them with a cease and desist to tell them to stop using their name, or else we're going to sue you for that. And then sure enough, their whole business, their whole brand that they built is gone just like that. So you got to make sure right from the start that you're not violating any trademarks. Very important. And eventually you want to trademark your name as well, so that you can protect it. So the name Project Life Mastery, I own the trademark for. For a lot of my products and business names, I own the trademark for that, so no one else can use that without my permission. Now, it doesn't really make sense to have to trademark right from the beginning, because your name and your brand doesn't have any value yet. Once you build up the value of it, then you want to think about protecting it and trademarking it, which is, again, maybe a little bit further ahead for most of you, but it is a very important step that I also mention and talk a little bit more about inside Affiliate Marketing Mastery. Name, domain name, I don't recommend any dashes or any sort of, again, confusion in the name either. Another thing that you're going to need is hosting. So you're going to need a service to be able to host your blog on. Now, these two things here cost money, okay? The domain name is going to cost you about $10 a year, okay? And you could register that at GoDaddy.com. There's also, with some hosting packages, you can actually get a free domain name. Hosting, there's different providers out there, such as Bluehost, HostGator, etc. And usually hosting is around $5 a month. Definitely less than $10 a month. And then of course, once you really build your blog and it's getting a ton of traffic and everything, then it can obviously cost a lot more money. But first starting out, usually for the first, until you're getting thousands and thousands of visitors every single day, you don't really need to worry about paying a lot more for hosting. I use WP Engine now for my hosting on my blog. I started with Bluehost, I started with HostGator as well. And as my blog grew, they just weren't able to handle the blog, the amount of traffic that I was getting, and I was having downtime and it was really slow and things like that. So WP Engine is what I use now. It's a lot more expensive. I think I pay a couple $100s a month for hosting on my blog. But that's kind of like the next level if you're a little bit more advanced. If you're getting a lot of traffic, definitely look into WPEngine.com. Can definitely help you out. You're also going to need a platform for your blog. And I like to use WordPress. WordPress is the best that's out there in terms of the platform for creating your blog, themes, plugins, publishing content, etc. WordPress is free. Most hosting services that you're going to use, they make it really easy to install WordPress. It's almost like they have a 1 or 2 step process to install it. There are quite a few steps in terms of configuring your WordPress blog the right way for SEO, for speed, a number of other factors as well that are important. But WordPress is by far the best platform for that. There's also other platforms like Wix. I have had a number of people ask me about that. I do not recommend Wix. Wix is it's kind of like a platform that is really marketed towards newbies that are too intimidated by something like WordPress, which you shouldn't be because it's actually very easy and simple to set up and use. But Wix has a lot of limitations to it when it comes to SEO optimization of it, being really dependent on them, which is not good as well. Really the customization, the plugins, different features you're going to want to have also. I would not recommend Wix. A lot of people that have joined my Affiliate Marketing Mastery program, they were already using Wix, and we got them off of it. So we helped them with the transition to get away from Wix and move everything over to WordPress. Obviously, it's better to make that transition as early as possible, not later when you've built something of that's really big. But definitely would not use Wix. There's a lot of reasons that I have for that, but WordPress is what I recommend. So these are the core main things you're going to need to set up a blog. Once you got this set up, you've got a blog, you're in business, you can start publishing content. And with WordPress, there's themes that you can use that are free. There's themes that you can buy, and some of the themes are just really badass. You can get some really amazing themes that are really attractive, and really easy to use, to customize and everything. To give you guys an idea, I remember years ago, like before Project Life Mastery, I was setting up blogs and doing some other things as well. It was so much harder to create a blog back then compared to today. Today it is so easy to create a blog, it's scary. So it's really not anything you should ever be intimidated by. Anybody can do it, even if you have no technical skills. You might just need some training that can maybe guide you through it and explain things to you and show you how to use it properly. But for the most part, it's very newbie friendly. To give you an idea, back in the day, you had to learn HTML and coding, or you had to hire a designer. It cost you at least $1,000 to set up a website. I remember even just locally, in Canada where I live, you went to a web design firm that quote you a couple $1,000s to set up a website, which now today you can set up with this for as low as $10, $20, right? So it's crazy how much easier it's become to set up a blog. You should be really grateful for this incredible opportunity that we now have, that anybody can set up a blog very easily and be able to start publishing content and create a business from that. So these are the 4 main things, the most important things that you'll need. From there, with WordPress, there's a lot of things that you can do as well. So I mentioned the theme. The theme, by the way, is just the layout, the design of the website. Now, when you're first starting a blog, the theme and the aesthetics of the blog, the design of it, it's really not that important. And I think a lot of people, they get so caught up in that at the beginning stages. They're spending so much time tweaking, this and that on their blog and making sure that everything looks perfect. And they're spending so much time on that when really at the beginning stages it doesn't matter, because nobody's actually coming to your blog. And a lot of people are focused on the wrong things. Their priorities are not set on the most important things they should be focusing on before they should even worry about the theme. The theme is important, but it's not as important as many people think. The most important thing on your blog is your content, okay? Your content. That's what people are coming to your blog for. They come to the content first. That's like the 80%. The rest of it is going to be the navigation of it, the design, other things of that nature. But content is the most important thing that you should be focusing on, publishing consistently on your blog, because that's what people are coming there for. Most people, they'll overlook the design, the look, the feel, all that sort of stuff if the content's good. Just like in the same way, when I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't have high-end camera equipment. I just started with a little digital camera that I had, it's just primarily meant for taking pictures, and I put it on a stack of books, and I just focused on creating content. And I was able to build my business by doing YouTube videos like that. And the quality of it wasn't as important as the content. The content is what people were consuming by watching my videos. As time went on, as I started to get more traffic, more views, etc., I was able to invest and improve the process of creating my content, the video quality, etc. And the same thing goes for my blog content as well, my blog design. The first blog design that I had was very unattractive. It's very ugly. And often what I recommend for people first starting out is just have a simple white layout and maybe invest in getting a logo done and maybe like a header and have that at the top. And then with WordPress, you can have a sidebar, and that's all you really need to get started. And like I said, as you're getting consistent traffic, then yeah, it makes sense to maybe invest in a better design and really improving on that. And then if you're more advanced, that will take you to another level. That'll just kind of give you another notch to that next level in growing your business, okay? And also when it comes to putting together a design for your blog, there are a lot of important factors that you want to be aware of, such as the navigation of it, the speed of it, because a lot of people, they create this crazy designs, a lot of images and stuff, but it slows down the speed of their website, which is also going to affect your rankings in Google and the bounce rate that you have. People are going to come to your website. It's going to take too long to load. They're going to leave. So there's certain optimization things that are important if you are going to do a really good design for it. And then also there's certain softwares that you can use where you can basically see how people are navigating on your website. There's things called heat maps. A heat map will basically tell you, how people are using your blog. What sections they're clicking on. How far they scroll down. It's going to give you a lot of valuable information that will help you when you're ready to create a design for the blog and maybe hire a web designer to help you with that. So that's another reason why it's important to not even worry too much about it yet until you're getting traffic, because once you get the traffic, you can install software like Crazy Egg. There's a software called crazyegg.com. You can install that on your WordPress blog. It will give you a lot of the data. You can use that to then create a really awesome blog design that can really help you much more down the road also. So there's certain things that are important to know with themes. Again, a lot of these things I do mention and teach inside my Affiliate Marketing Mastery course that I don't have time to get into today. But another cool thing about WordPress is there's plugins. And plugins are essentially, they're basically different add-ons and features that you can integrate into your blog. So for example, there's some plugins that are essential, especially for search engine optimization, the speed of your blog, maybe integrating features like an opt-in page on your blog, analytics on your blog, Crazy Egg, which I mentioned. If you want to install that, there's plugins available for that also. There's so many different types of plugins and features that you can have. If you want to have social sharing and have the ability for people to have cool buttons that people can click on to share your content on their social media pages, there's plugins for that. So there's so many plugins, and with WordPress, there's actually a plugins section in your dashboard, and there's actually like a whole store in a way where you can look at all the different plugins that are available. You can search, you can see the most popular ones. You can, a lot of them are free, which is pretty awesome too. There's some plugins that have a free version that you can benefit from, then they have a paid version that you can purchase as well. There's some they're really awesome, very important. Others that, can honestly not make that much of a difference either, but I share a lot of those again inside my course. One thing about plugins, if you are a little bit more advanced, is don't go overboard with it, because if you have too many plugins, then it's going to slow down the speed of your website. And so you got to really make sure that you're very strategic about the plugins that you do install, that you're utilizing them properly, and if you're not using them, just get rid of them. But making sure you pick the right plugins or using the right ones, very, very important. And I spent years identifying the best plugins, the most important ones for your blog. So with WordPress, there's a lot that you can do, okay? And I recommend every blog, should have an About Me page. Basically explains a little bit about you, about your brand, about yourself also. I would recommend to personalize your blog in some way. Have your picture, your story on there as well, because people connect with people. They don't connect as much to a big corporation. If you can personalize it and share your story, then you're giving someone, other people, someone to relate to. And so there's a lot of power when you personalize your blog. Have your picture, share your story, a little bit about yourself. In the content that you're creating, infuse stories and your personality in there as well, instead of just kind of having robotic, factual information. I think a lot of people make mistakes with that, where they just don't connect with people. And being able to connect with people is very, very important in an online business today. So an about page, you could set up a contact page. There's actually a plugin that can help set up a contact form and everything. You can have them on your website too. Commenting plugins that you can have. You can customize it however you choose. Every blog is different. Every blog, it should have its own creative feel. You should never copy someone. Maybe you can get ideas from other people, but you want to create your own unique blog. And of course, there are certain universal things that you are going to want to make sure of with the blog. Another important thing is making sure you've optimized your blog for SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. There's plugins that can help you with that, making sure you identify the keywords that are relevant to the brand that you're in so that you can optimize your blog for that. Very important. Keyword research and everything in the niche that you're in is really what's going to help you to be able to attract people to you on the search engine. So you want to make sure you optimize for that. And there's certain plugins that are important for SEO, such as a sitemap. You got to make sure you have a sitemap. There's plugins for that. You want to make sure you have a privacy policy. That's something that Google looks at. You might want to make sure you have a caching plugin that will help speed up your blog. You want to make sure you set up Google Webmaster Tools. So there's certain things like that, could be a little bit technical, that you want to make sure that you set up that will really make a difference for you when you start creating content and trying to rank in Google and whatnot. Okay, so those are the most important things. The fifth thing you're going to need is content. And by the way, someone mentioned that this is mirrored. So I mentioned this at the beginning because, for those that are on Periscope and Facebook, I'm doing a selfie video. It mirrors it. So for me to be able to see your guys' comments and stuff, we have to do a mirrored video like this. But if you guys are there on YouTube, then you guys can see everything. And I just realized I've probably been standing in front of this the whole time on YouTube, but I'm only writing down 1 or 2 words. So content. Content is really the most important thing. That's what most of the internet is made up of, is content. Content is king. You've probably heard of that before. Right now I'm creating content. I'm creating content on YouTube. I'm creating content on Periscope and Facebook. If you look at most of what content is online, a lot of it is video. Video is very powerful. That's why YouTube is powerful. Facebook is powerful. There's a lot of videos in Facebook. Periscope is powerful. If you look at Snapchat, a lot of video. If you look at Instagram now, Instagram started as just a photo app, and now there's a lot of videos on Instagram also. So video is very powerful, but on a blog, primarily you want to have written content, but you can also have embedded on the blog video as well. So I actually have a process. I did a YouTube video on this, on the Project Life Mastery YouTube channel, where I basically shared that part of my process is that I record a video for YouTube, and then I have that video transcribed and we turn it into a blog post. And I'm in a position now where I have a great team that helps me with this process so that I can just focus on creating content, and then my team takes care of the repurposing the content, distributing the content, sharing the content, promoting the content, etc. Having systems, very important. That's what's going to allow you to automate your business, scale up, so you're working on the business, not necessarily in the business. Very important. I think a lot of bloggers, they're so involved in the business, they don't learn how to delegate, use other people, and create systems. Creating systems is the reason why I've been able to scale my business to where it is today. Because I don't edit my videos. I don't publish my blog posts or my videos. I don't edit my blog posts. I have other people that do all this stuff for me. I don't manage my social media. I have people that do this for me. And the great thing is you can hire and outsource to other people that can help do a lot of that stuff for you. So if you're more advanced watching this, that's what's going to allow you to scale and grow, because the more time that you can spend creating content, the more you're going to be able to grow. And if you're spending time sharing this stuff on social media and editing your content, even hitting the publish button and scheduling it If you're spending your time doing that, then you're preventing yourself from growing to the next level. Okay, so you got to make sure you build systems if you want to be able to scale up and grow. Very important. Now, there's different ways of creating content. Okay, you can create the content yourself. Okay, you could be the content creator in your business. You could outsource content, meaning you could hire other people to create content for you, or you could recruit contributors to your blog and people that will contribute content to you, and then in exchange for it, you're not paying them for it. They're getting a backlink, they're getting a link to their website or some sort of promotion from that, and they're going to be able to get benefit from your blog. It's going to help them build their blog as well. Okay. Now, what I recommend for everybody is to create content yourself, because the most important thing that your business is made up of, your blog is made up of, is content. And content has to be very high quality to attract people. A big mistake that a lot of people make blogging is they just do the bare minimum of content and they publish that, and they wonder why they're not attracting people. They wonder why they're not getting any followers. It's because their content isn't that great. When you have really great content or epic content, I actually have 4 different levels of content, epic being the highest. When you have that, then people, when they receive the content and they come to your blog, they're gonna like that content. They're gonna follow you. They're gonna subscribe to you. They're gonna become a raving fan, and they're gonna consume more and more of your content as time goes on. And when it comes time for you to monetize and make money, etc., they're going to buy from you. They're going to buy through your affiliate marketing. They're going to buy a product or service that you might be selling, because you've already added a lot of value to them, and you've built a relationship. You built a level of trust there. They're going to be more likely to buy from you than anyone else, because people do business with people that they like, know, and trust. So very important. Now, you could outsource and pay other people to create really high quality content, but the challenge with that is that's going to be pretty expensive for the level of content that you really want. Now, at the beginning stages of building a blog, just like with anything, things aren't going to be as good as they could be, okay? The first articles that you write yourself or you publish or whatever it is, it's always going to be the worst, because just like with anything, there's a learning curve. You get better as time goes on. So when I first started blogging and creating videos, I was horrible compared to where I am today. And I know a lot of people out there, they have the objection of, I'm not a great writer, or I'm not great in front of the camera, or my English isn't the best, or my spelling isn't the best. And my response to them always is, so what? Why don't you improve that? Why don't you improve your writing? Why don't you improve your spelling, your grammar, your ability to speak in front of a camera? Those are all very useful skills that will benefit you in your lifetime. Being a good writer, a good communicator, those are very beneficial skills. That's going to make you more professional in business. It's going to make you more successful. It's going to make a huge difference in your life. You got to understand that you can improve. There's a thing called self-improvement. You can become better. You can learn. You can improve as time goes on. And if you just get started, your content might not be the best, but that's okay. As long as you consistently do it and you improve, then you're going to get better, your content's going to get better, and you're going to attract people to you. So don't let that be a limiting belief. Don't let that be a barrier that stops you from blogging. Nobody has the most ideal circumstance to get started. The key thing is just to get started, and then as time goes on, just make small incremental improvements. And it's amazing how much your life can change and how much your blog can change just by starting and improving as time goes on. Like I said, my videos were horrible when I started, but I just kept at it. I slowly improved it to where I am today. When I first started writing and doing copywriting and things like that in my business, I was horrible, but I just kept it up, and as time went on, I got better and better at it. So if you outsource content, you can do that, but understand you're also doing yourself a disservice, because you're holding yourself back from improving one of the most important skills that you can have in your business and life, which is content creation. So for me, I'd much rather spend my time to create content so that I can get the improvement of that and become a better speaker, a better writer, a better communicator, than paying for someone else to develop those skills, right? So if you do want to outsource, you can still do that. Okay, I will mention you can still do it. And I will also mention at the beginning stages, the quality of your content, it's important, but it's not as important as the later stages. So let me explain what I mean. At the first early stages of your blog, the content isn't as important as later, because nobody is going to your blog. Nobody really knows who you are. You haven't really built a brand and a name, and you're not getting consistent traffic. So at the beginning stage, your content doesn't have to be that great. It can be good. I don't recommend like really bad content, but like it should still be good and useful and beneficial for people, but it doesn't have to be like super, super amazing. And then what happens is as time goes on and you build a brand and you attract people, then your content always has to be epic. Because now when you built a following and you built a brand, people expect a certain level of quality from you. So to give you guys an example of this, I built my brand, Project Life Mastery, to 100,000 visitors a month, okay? And I got a big following of people online. Now, if I started to publish, not that good content, that's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna help me, because my followers have come to expect a certain level of quality from me. If I start publishing garbage, they're not gonna follow me anymore. They're gonna think badly of me. They're not gonna, it's gonna hurt my relationship that I have with them. It's gonna hurt my brand. Whereas at the beginning stages, because you haven't built a brand yet, you got nothing really to lose. So you can experiment more, you can try more things, and it's not gonna hurt you as much. And so you can actually get away with trying so much more and publishing a lot of different pieces of content on many different places on the internet. And then as you build your following, you've got to improve that process as time goes on. So if you are gonna outsource, you could do that at the beginning, help you get some traction, get some traffic, and then as time goes on, you can do a lot of the content yourself. There are different ways that I recommend going about it, okay? So it's up to you. And if you do have the money, you wanna pay someone to do really quality content for you, you could do that also. A lot of the big bloggers out there and a lot of the content creators, they're not writing a lot of their content themselves. They have ghostwriters that basically take videos or audios or podcasts and they basically turn that into content. A lot of the authors that you see out there of books that you might be buying, these best-selling authors, they're not actually writing their books themselves. They actually have ghostwriters that are taking stories and content from seminars and videos and interviews, and they're basically creating a book based on the content they've already shared, right? Even Donald Trump, the book, The Art of the Deal, he didn't write that book himself. There's a man named Tony Schwartz, who's the ghostwriter for that, who basically, created that book and wrote it for him, and then Donald Trump paid him to do that, and he owns the rights to it. He owns the content that's in that book. So there's different ways of going about it, okay, of creating content. You don't have to, again, do all the writing yourself. And then the other option, as I mentioned, is you can have people contribute content to your blog. So on my blog, Project Life Mastery, we allow guest posts, is what it's called, where other people, other bloggers, they can submit an article to us. They can submit an article to our blog, and then they can have a link in their blog, in the blog post that links back to their blog and promotes them. And of course, we have certain standards for that of certain levels of quality that we only allow and accept, because again, the content has to be good. But you can have a blog of essentially attracting people that submit content to you, and then they're the content creators, and you're the publishing platform. Just like Wikipedia or CNN, they have journalists that submit content to their website. So it's the same kind of concept. One way you're gonna build your blog is allowing other people to submit content to your blog, and then you also posting on other people's blogs. So for example, my Affiliate Marketing Mastery course, I allow my members to submit content to my blog. And we've actually had a lot of members that have been through Affiliate Marketing Mastery. They learned the principles that I teach, and creating content, we publish their blog, we promote them, we promote our customers and everything. And a lot of them, it's helped them really launch their blog and get a lot of traffic and a lot of followers. And so it's a really powerful strategy, especially if you can go after some of the big blogs in your niche, because then it can really blow it up, okay? So those are the ways of creating content. Again, you could create it yourself, which is what I recommend primarily. You could outsource it and pay other people to do that for you, or you could recruit content contributors and then you promote them in the process of them creating content for you. Now, how do you get your content out there? How do you get traffic? How do you promote your blog? How do you promote the content that you're creating? Because obviously, if you're spending time to create it, you want to make sure that you can attract people so that people can actually consume your content, benefit from it, become a follower, and consume more content from you, and of course, eventually be able to profit and make money from that also. So the first and the best way to promote your blog and get traffic is through SEO. search engine optimization, specifically Google. Google is the #1 website in the world, even above Facebook. It's the #1 search engine by far. You want to make sure that you optimize your content for the search engines. So when people go to the search engines, they're searching for different keywords. They put in keywords and they're looking for information, they're looking for content. In whatever niche or market that you're in, you want to identify the top keywords that people are searching for in the niche that you're in. Okay, so if you're in the fitness niche, then off the top of my head, people are probably searching in Google for how to lose weight naturally, how to burn body fat, how to gain muscle mass, how to whatever. Like there's a million keywords for fitness. It's a really big market. So you want to identify the top keywords people are searching for that are getting the most traffic. And there's two different types of keywords. There's short tail keywords and then there's long tail keywords. Short tail keyword is relatively short. It could be a word or 2 words. Long tail is a longer keyword that might be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words or even more. The shorter the keyword is, the more broad it's going to be. The more long tail it is, the longer the keyword is, the more targeted it's going to be because it's much more specific. You're going to get a lot less search volume, but the people that search for that keyword, it's going to be less competitive, and it's going to attract really targeted quality leads and visitors to you. Short tail keywords are a little bit harder to rank for, especially when you're brand new. So going after the long tail keywords is more beneficial initially. And then also different articles and content you have can actually rank for multiple keywords, which is another cool thing. Now, when you create your content, you want to be mindful of the keyword, and especially at the beginning stages, you want to optimize that article for that keyword. So you want to make sure that that keyword is in the title of the blog post, it's in the body of the blog post as well. You're going to make sure there's a certain keyword density that's very important because you don't want to do keyword stuffing where you have the keyword too repetitive there. You also want to utilize LSI, which is latent semantics indexing, which is different variations of that keyword because Google and the search engines are really, really smart. Okay. Back in the day, you could just keyword stuff a blog post and have the keyword, mentioned 100 times and you'd rank for that. Now, what's more important is different variations of the keyword. A different syntax of it, if it's how to lose weight, fat loss, or or weight loss, or different variations like that. Like the search engines are smart enough to recognize that. So different variations are important. There's WordPress plugins that can help you optimize your blog post for a primary keyword, the description of it, even using images in your content, very important, or embedding social media is very beneficial as well. For the images that you're posting, you want to make sure that the file size of it is not too big because, again, as I mentioned before, if you have too big images on your website, it's going to slow down your blog. It's going to increase your bounce rate. And Google looks at a lot of different factors in ranking your blog. It's going to look at the authority of your blog, of the domain name. It's going to look at the age of it. So as time goes on, your blog gains more authority in the eyes of Google. It's also going to look at the engagement of it in terms of people. It's called social signals, so people sharing your content on Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and all these different platforms. That's an indicator to Google that your content, your blog is popular. They're going to look at backlinks. Backlinks being links that are pointing to your content and your blog, ensuring that they're relevant, because you don't want irrelevant backlinks, that they're quality, they're coming from other blogs and sources of the internet that have authority in the eyes of Google. There's many different factors, okay, many different factors. But also going back to images, you want to make sure that the file name, the alt text has keyword variations in there as well. So there's a lot of things that you can do in optimizing your content. And what that's going to do is that when people search for those keywords in Google, they're going to be able to find your content. They're going to be able to find your articles. I get tens of thousands of unique visitors every single month to my blog from Google, right? And a lot of it's from content that I published back in 2012 that's still ranked and still optimized and still consistently getting traffic. And month after month, what happens is my blog gets more authority. The page rank of my blog goes up. my Alexa ranking goes up. And sure, what happens is that increases the rankings of all the content that's being published on my blog. And so as time goes on, you get rewarded for that, which is really great. Now, a lot of people, when they get into SEO, they try to manipulate the search engines. And this is something that I tried years ago, because in any business, there's always white hat strategies, gray hat, and black hat. White hat are the things that are very safe. They're things that can do no harm. They're strategies that are what Google, the search engines, want, and they're the long-term strategies that will really serve you. Black hat are the things that are against the guidelines, the policies of Google, the search engines, and they're going to get you in trouble. Gray hat are the things that are kind of borderline. I decided years ago when I started Project Life Master, I wasn't going to do anything even gray hat or black hat. I wanted to make sure that I just focus on publishing quality content. And the unfortunate thing is a lot of people out there, a lot of the courses out there, they're going to teach you more black hat strategies that will work short term, that will hurt, but they'll hurt you long term. They'll get you penalized by Google. They'll shut, they'll de-index your website from their search engines, and it's really going to cost you. So I don't do a lot of backlinking. I just focus on the 80-20, which is publishing really high quality content and letting my content speak for itself. Because when you have really high quality content, you're consistent. By the way, Google will reward you for consistency as well, very important. But you're consistent, your content is really good. What's going to happen is people will like your content. They will share it on social media. They will link to it. They'll do a lot of stuff for you, which is going to help you organically be able to grow your blog. And that's what I did. I just focused on that, and sure enough, my blog was able to grow just because the content was really good and high quality. Now, of course, there are things you can do that are white hat that will help you, but I really recommend that you're very conservative with a lot of this stuff and you're not doing anything that's going to get you in trouble. That's why it's very important to learn from the right people and make sure that you're practicing guidelines that are going to be sustainable long term, okay? So very important when it comes to SEO. You got to be very careful with that. So content, SEO, that's going to be the number one way that you're going to attract people to you. I also recommend, any content that you create, you share it. Very important. You got to also make sure that you have a Facebook page, you have an Instagram, you have a Twitter, you have a Pinterest, you have your name, your brand name here, all the different platforms available, registered and set up so that you can share your content when you create it there. Because a lot of people, they like to follow people in many different ways online. I remember back in the day, it was just blogging. This was before Facebook and Twitter and all that sort of stuff. Now, there's many ways for people to consume content online, and everybody has their own preference. Some people, they spend more time on Facebook, and so you want to make sure that they follow you there and you can share your content with them there. Other people, they're the Twitter people. For me personally, Twitter's the platform that I use the least, just because, I don't know, I just never really resonated with Twitter as much. I don't spend much time on there. Whereas Facebook or Instagram, I spend more time on those platforms. But regardless, you want to make sure that you promote your content on all the platforms. You're everywhere because everybody has a different preference of consuming content and following people in different ways, okay? If you have a YouTube video or a podcast, you can embed that in your blog post, in your content as well, so you have different forms of media for people to consume. Some people, they like to watch videos. Some people, they like to listen to audio as a podcast. Other people like to read. And again, you want to be everywhere. You want to utilize everything as much as possible. Now, the reason why also a blog is a must for any business, though, is it's the one asset that you own in your business. Because a lot of platforms out there like YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or Periscope, you don't actually own that, okay? You don't own YouTube, YouTube does. You don't own your YouTube channel, YouTube does. You don't own your Facebook page, Facebook owns that. You don't own your Twitter handle, Twitter owns that. And they're in control of that. And so that you got to be very careful in building your business just around Facebook or just around YouTube. Ultimately, you want to funnel people from those platforms back to your blog. And by the way, I apologize for some people on the Facebook stream because it's not showing up properly for you. But so you want to funnel people to your blog. Very important. that's the piece of real estate that you own on the internet, that you're the owner of. You own your domain name. You own your blog, your website. No one can take that away from you. You know, YouTube can take away your YouTube account. Facebook can take away your Facebook page, but nobody can take away your blog. So you ultimately want to, you know, use this as the hub of all your marketing, your entire business, your website, okay? And by the way, I gotta actually switch this back. Apologize, guys. The iPhone camera's only so big, whereas the YouTube one is just much more wide. So use all the platforms, share your content. I mentioned guest posting, great way to build your blog and attract people to you, because in your business, you always want to use leverage as much as possible, okay? You want to leverage other people's followers, other people's traffic. And the way that you do that is you approach these other blogs or other channels or platforms that are in the niche and market that you're in, and you provide something of value for them in the form of quality content in exchange for them promoting you, them linking to you. And you can literally blow up your blog and really scale up that way, because you're basically benefiting from their followers, their traffic, and you just fast track the whole process. Okay, so there's a process for that will just blow things up for you much, much faster. As I mentioned, I've promoted people, some of my followers and students inside Affiliate Marketing Mastery, you know, help them get that start and really grow things even further. So there's a lot of strategies, there's a lot of things that you can do with that. You know, there's paid advertising you can utilize also, but when you're doing paid advertising, you really got to make sure that you're getting return on investment from that. You primarily want to use paid advertising to build your email list, because your email list is basically how you can consistently build a relationship with people and stay in communication with them. So you'd primarily use paid advertising for that purpose, and you can also measure and track the return that you're getting from it. But there's a lot of different strategies you can do, because in your blog content as well, you can monetize it by having what is called a call to action. And a call to action is basically the next step for people that want to learn more. So just for example, right now I'm recording this video, I'm providing content for you guys. And there's a certain percentage of you guys watching this video, just like with any piece of content, there's always a certain percentage of people that want more. You know, they want to go deeper. They want to really immerse themselves. They want to take action. They want to integrate things that I'm sharing that really resonates with them. And so you always got to provide an opportunity for people for more. And oftentimes the deeper content and all that sort of stuff is content that people are going to have to pay for, because there's only so much that you can really do in a YouTube video, on a live stream, or even in an article, whereas in a course or a seminar or coaching or whatever it is, you can go much deeper, and it can be more step-by-step, a more immersive process, and you know, people end up getting much better results from that. So like I said, it's just a shortened learning curve is essentially what you're buying when you invest in a course or a product, okay? So I've already shared a lot with you guys, but call to action is important. You know, you want to make sure that you're promoting something. You want to make sure ultimately on your blog. Okay, I'll give you guys one more big tip, okay? And after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to some of your guys' questions. I'm also going to mention a little bit about Affiliate Marketing Mastery for those that are interested in that. Again, that'll be my call to action. But again, if you guys aren't, that's totally cool as well. But I'll mention a bit about that. I'll do questions, and I'll also, as I mentioned, I'm going to be giving away Affiliate Marketing Mastery to one person as well that stays to the end of this stream as well. Okay, so the tip that I had to share with you guys is Let me think about it just real quick. Okay, so on the blog that you have, what's really important is really making sure that you know what people want to do when they come to your blog. And there's a certain exercise that I have that any blog or website that you go to, you want to always look to see where people's attention goes to. Okay, so any blog that you go to, there's always going to be one thing, and it's going to be a certain sequence of what gets people's attention, from what's the most notable, the most attractive, pulling their attention, to the second, third, etc. A lot of blogs, they have their logo as the big thing on their blog that gets the most attention. That's always the biggest mistake, okay? Because the truth is, nobody really cares about your logo, okay? Only you really care about your logo. You actually want your logo to be small. You want it to be the top, but you want it to be small, okay? It should not, your logo, the navigation area should not take up the majority of the space on your website, okay? Very important. Instead, you want to direct people and have something there of what's the most important thing. In any blog and website, the most important thing that you want people to do is to subscribe to your email list or to follow you in some way. Because the truth is, 99% of people that come to your blog or website or watch your video, whatever, they're not going to come back. Because I don't know about you, but I probably visit a couple hundred websites in a day, and most of them I just go to and I go to and I leave, right? And so not unless you actually have a way to capture their information, to have them subscribe to an email list, will you have the ability to actually send them more content and build a relationship with them and add more value to them, and also potentially turn them into a customer and promote or market or whatever it is to them as well. So that's why the most important thing, even in some cases even more important than your content, is having something that you can give away for free on your blog. And that should always be the thing that gives people the attention the first. So if you go to projectlifemastery.com, and you guys can take a second, go to projectlifemastery.com, what is the first thing that gets your attention? It's the big blue banner that I have that's right underneath the navigation that basically has a headline of like, I think it says like, ready to take your life to the next level, and it basically giving away like free content, and you got to click the button to subscribe to get that, okay? That's what gets people's attention the most. That's where people's eyes go to. And then after that, it's the logo and other things as well. So that is the first thing that people see, okay? And what that does is people will see that, they're going to click and subscribe. That will give me the ability to give them a lot of awesome content. And if you're on my email list, you know I give so much free content, you know, and I'm able to send you more content as well. So I can give away a lot of great content. Some of my best content is when you subscribe to my email list. And then after that, you scroll down, can consume the content. But I also have that call to action on my sidebar as well as the footer, okay? And sometimes even embedded throughout my content as well, depending on how long the blog post is. Because again, that's the number one goal. I don't want most people to come to my website and never come back. I'll never be able to influence them. I'll never be able to add value to them if they just come and leave. So sometimes you got to be a little bit aggressive to get people to subscribe, because otherwise you have no chance to build a relationship with them, for them to benefit from what you have to share. What's also very beneficial is having a pop-up. Now, back in the day, pop-ups were like horrible. It's like, no, like everybody hated pop-ups. Now pop-ups are kind of normal, right? There's different types of pop-ups that you can have. You can set up a pop-up where, you know, it basically appears after immediately or 10 seconds. You could have like a 1-minute delay. You could set up a pop-up where the second page of your website, it pops up, offers something for free for them to subscribe. You can set up a pop-up that kind of pops up at the bottom of the page, the bottom right corner. You can set up an exit pop-up, so when people go to exit your blog, when they go to the X button or the browser, the address bar or whatever it is, it will pop up and be like, wait, before you go, I want to offer you a free gift, right? That's kind of like the last-ditch effort that you have to really close someone and get them to subscribe to you. So pop-ups, very powerful. That will definitely increase the number of opt-in subscribers that you get. And there's actually WordPress plugins that you can utilize for pop-ups and optimization of all this stuff too. And the great thing is you can do a lot of split testing. You could split test different things and see what's going to convert best and things of that nature too. Now, I think someone mentioned, whenever you monetize any blog or website or content, you'll always have a certain percentage of people that don't like it, right? And they're going to, I don't like this, and they're going to freak out or complain about it. Those are the people you actually don't want to consume your content, because those are the people that are going to complain, that are going to make your experience miserable. So you want to avoid people like that, but the reality is you're not going to make everyone happy. And I think a lot of people don't realize that you can't build a business doing everything for free, okay? No business can sustain itself if you're just doing everything for free. As much as I'd like to just do free videos, the truth is I wouldn't be able to offer the content that I have for you guys if I didn't make money in my business, because the money allows me to have the team that I have. I've got people here, I've got people all over the world that work for me in my business that allow me to do what I'm able to do. The camera that I'm shooting this on YouTube right now is a $5,000 camera. I've got 3 iPhones set up here to be able to communicate with you guys. So money is what allows you to sustain the message, the mission. Money, you have to be able to make in a business, and there's some people that aren't going to like that, but that's just capitalism, and that's how the world works. But hopefully, what you're doing in your business is you're adding way more value, and that's been my strategy and what I focus on, because I don't even really like to sell. My strategy has just been, I'm just going to give so much value away that people are going to come to me to do business with me, as opposed to me having to go after them to try to sell them and close them. And that was actually my first business. I had to go after people and sell people and close them. Whereas now I just put out a lot of great content. I add value to people. They come to me. Hey, Stefan, can you help me? Stefan, can you be my mentor? Stefan, can you coach me? Stefan, do you have a product? Do you have a course? People come to me now. And that's the beautiful thing about content creation and just doing this whole process. Okay? So that's the big tip. Okay? You got to really make sure you optimize your blog for what you want people to do and direct them to a squeeze page to build your list. And again, you want to have it in multiple different places, optimize it, and that's really what's going to make a huge difference. And by the way, someone asked, what is the best pop-up, I think software, whatever. There's Opt-in Monster, which is what I use. Opt-in Monster is good, and there's lead pages. They have lead boxes, and I think they have some other things too. But that's primarily what I use, is Opt-in Monster. Okay, so next up, guys, I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about Affiliate Marketing Mastery, if that's okay with you. Share with you guys a little bit about it. Many of you guys know we just opened up registration for Affiliate Marketing Mastery, which I'm really excited about. And I've been working on it for the last 6 months. It was my big goal this year. I've had to delay a lot of other goals that I had in other projects because I've really been focused on improving the course and making it better, and working with my customers, my members, to get their feedback and helping them build their business, and doing webinars with them and adding more content to it, and just really making it where it is today. And I'm really proud of what affiliate marketing is today. I put my heart and soul into this program. I put a lot of time, 6 months. That's where most of my focus has been on really improving it. A lot of my members and customers sent me really awesome video testimonials that we also have on the website as well. So you can check out their experience and their thoughts of it as well. But if you guys want to learn more about Affiliate Marketing Mastery, then there should be a link below this video in the YouTube description, or maybe my team. I think my team's on the live chat. They can share the link to the page at the details for signing up and everything. But basically, it's at affiliatemarketingmastery.com/get started. And I'm actually going to draw it out here for you guys. So if you want to learn more about how to build your blog, how to build your brand, your social media, create content, attract thousands of people to you, monetize it, make money, do all the things that I shared with you guys, and a lot more, then Affiliate Marketing Mastery will help you with that. And everything that's inside this program is step by step by step by step. Everything is broken down from the very first video in Module 1, and each video builds off of one another, into basically helping you build your business, your content, attract people. And there's a lot more advanced strategies that are included in there too, in terms of monetization, etc. But again, I'll just provide the link for you guys so you guys can learn a little bit more about it, so I don't have to talk about it too much in this video. affiliatemarketingmastery.com/get started. Okay, so go there. You guys can learn more about it. And I will mention that right now we have a really amazing offer going on, a really huge discount. Everything that's there is worth over $3,000. Probably a lot more than that, to be honest, because for me, this information I've been sharing with you guys has been worth millions of dollars in my business and helping me build it to where it is today. And the things that I'm going to share with you in this, you can learn all on your own. And that's the reality. The truth is, guys, you can learn everything by yourself. But the reality is, it's going to take you years to. It's going to take you years to learn what I've learned, because it's taken me years to learn what I've learned that I put together in this course. And it's going to cost you a lot of money to learn it on your own, because everything that I teach that's inside this course has cost me tens of thousands of dollars to be able to learn by going to seminars and having coaches and mentors and going through different programs and everything. To give you guys an idea, the business coach that I have, I pay $2,500 a month for my business coach. And a lot of things that I'm learning from him and other coaches have had throughout the years, I share that. I put together some of the best, most important things so that you can save money and time. Again, it's the shortened learning curve. If you're the kind of person that's you think it's crazy for people to invest in themselves, I think that you're crazy to try to attempt to build a business all on your own. Like for me, that's just the craziest thing. What's crazy is how many people they come to me and they say, Stefan, I want to learn how to make money online, and I give them the solution to make money online, and they don't have the money, and they don't realize that if you don't have money, I'm giving you a solution to make money, right? That's kind of the crazy thing about it. And I think a lot of people look at the price, they don't look at the return that they're going to get. Yes, the program costs money, but what you're going to learn is going to allow you to make thousands, tens of thousands, 6 figures, 7 figures, or even beyond in your lifetime. So when you look at the return on investment that you get through investing in yourself and learning this knowledge, really it's a no-brainer, and I think a lot of people misunderstand that. And then the other piece as well is you can actually make money by being a member of Affiliate Marketing Mastery, and the reason is we actually have an affiliate program for people that are inside the program. So when you join Affiliate Marketing Mastery, you can also promote it. We actually only allow certain affiliates, we whitelist them to promote our program because we only want to make sure that people have been through the program actually promote it. And we have, because right now we just open up registration for the next 7 days, we have members that signed up for Affiliate Marketing Mastery back in July that are now promoting Affiliate Marketing Mastery and making money by promoting it, which is kind of cool, right? So, and they're sharing their experience and how it's helped them and how it's benefited them too. So they're actually making money by promoting it and by applying the strategies that we basically taught inside Affiliate Marketing Mastery. And we also have members that make money by being in our Facebook group because we do a Student of the Month contest every month where we reward one member in the Facebook group $47. So we always do this contest every month, and we basically reward the person that's the most active, the most engaged, that's contributing to other members in the group. And we have members that for example, one member, Stacy's won, I think maybe twice. I see Jessica on Facebook right here. She won the Student of the Month also. So we have members that are making money, and the great thing is that people that are the most engaged in the Facebook group, not only do they win the $47, but they also helps them build their business that much faster because they're the most active in terms of applying what they're learning as well. So it's kind of cool, but you guys can learn more about everything that's included, again, at affiliatemarketingmastery.com/get-started. The price is there. We got payment plans available. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. We've got 7 bonuses that I'm including that's worth over $2,000. Everything from the Facebook group community. We have over 300 members in there right now. We have, I created a 90-day email coaching program to help people apply what they're learning in the course over 90 days. So if you struggle with procrastination, and you can start the email coaching program at any time. You can start the course at any time. You don't have to go through it right away. A lot of people, they sign up, they don't have the time right away. They start it a month from now or 2 months from now. For me, I'm always buying different programs and products. I don't have the time to go through them right away, but I have them on my shelf and I go through them a month from now, and I've got like all these different books and programs lined up for me to go through and everything too. So a lot of great bonuses. It's all there for you guys. Again, registration closes in less than 7 days now. A really amazing deal. People ask, will we open it again in the future? We likely will open it again in the future, but it will be at a higher price. So it'll cost more. The offer that we have now, can't guarantee this will be available either, but it will cost more money if you decide to join again in the future, okay? Now, with that being said, how about we answer some questions? So if you guys are live right now and you have questions on Facebook or Periscope, post them here. If you're live on YouTube, I've got Ty that's managing the YouTube comments. He can gather some of the questions that you guys have also. Do you have any? You might have to come up a little bit closer. Okay, so the question that we have from YouTube, do you need extra capital after purchasing affiliate marketing mastery to be able to earn money? Great question. You do need some money to be able to invest to build your blog, but it's very little compared to most businesses. And that's what I love about building a business like this. So the main expenses are you're going to need to purchase a domain name, which is about $10 a year, okay? And you're also going to need hosting for your blog, which is as low as $5 a month, okay? So those are the two main expenses that you're going to need. Beyond that, WordPress is free. Be able to create your own content, free. Facebook, YouTube, social media, free. Those are all things you can create content on that are free. That's the amazing thing about it. Now, eventually, you're going to have to invest in setting up your email list. And I only recommend that you invest the money to do this at a certain point. So it's not an initial investment you have to make. I only recommend that you set it up once you're at a point when you're getting consistent traffic. Because if you set up an email list right from the start and you're going to be paying for it, but you're not getting any traffic, then you're going to be wasting money for those months that you're paying for it when you're not even in a position where you're able to really benefit from it. So I'm very sensitive of the cost that people have to spend in their business. I understand a lot of people, they don't have money to be able to build their business. And so I don't say to you, you got to buy this and all this stuff that you don't really need. I give you the right things that you need at the right time so that you can focus on the more important elements. So what I often recommend for people, focus first, creating content, and then once you're getting a certain amount of traffic, and I have a certain criteria in the course, once you're at that level, then you want to set up the email list. And to set up an email list, you're going to need something to create a squeeze page or a landing page. There's different softwares and things out there. Some that they all integrate with WordPress, which is great. So you're going to need something like that. That's usually, there's some that you can get like a one-time fee for, some you might pay monthly for or yearly for. And then also you're going to need something to manage the email addresses that you have. And usually that's based on how many subscribers that you have. So the more subscribers that you have, the more it costs. I have got an email list right now. I think I have 106,000 people that are on my list. And so I pay a couple $100s a month for all those subscribers that I have. But at the same time, that's a small expense for me because 100,000 email subscribers, I can make a lot of money from that, right? So, and it really helps me grow my business a lot more. So beyond that, those are the only other expenses, not unless you want to hire someone to get a logo done for you. There's ways you can get that done very inexpensively. There's more expensive ways of getting a logo done. There's a lot of free themes that you can use on WordPress. Some of them might cost a bit of money, if you want more advanced themes, or you might want to hire someone at some point to help make some tweaks or design elements to your blog. At a certain point, you're going to want to hire a virtual assistant. But again, these are things that I lay out in the course. You don't need to worry about that just yet. Once you're at a certain point, then you're in a position where you're ready to make money, and it makes sense to invest in those things because you're going to invest in them, but you're going to be able to make money from those as well. Okay, so very important. And I see someone here mentioned, what about Squarespace? Would not recommend Squarespace, would not recommend Wix. You want to use WordPress, okay, in terms of how it's constructed for SEO, very important. The plugins that you can utilize for it, the customization that you can have with it, and WordPress is free. Things like Wix and Squarespace, a lot of these other platforms, they cost money and you're dependent on them. And so they're kind of like owning you. You don't want anyone to own your website but you. You want to have full control over that. And you don't want to have to be paying every single month for that, besides the hosting. So they often try to, get the newbies with that, but it's not that beneficial to really have long term. Does this work for the German market or only in the USA or Canada? This works for anyone, anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Right now, if you have an internet connection and you're watching me right now, you can do this, okay? You can do this. You can set up a blog. You can do all the things that I've mentioned here. Now, there's some countries where like Facebook is banned or even YouTube, I think like in China and Vietnam and some countries like that. Okay, if you live in those countries, then you're not going to be able to use Facebook. You're not going to be able to use YouTube. But if you have a Facebook, if you're all these platforms are available to you, then you can basically do this. Now there are some affiliate programs that you might join to promote, to make money from and everything. And every affiliate program is different, but pretty much every affiliate program is open to anyone, anywhere in the world. But they have different payment options for you. So The ways that you can get paid in an online business is either by check that they send in the mail. Like I get checks in the mail from Amazon and some of these different affiliate programs that I'm a part of. Check, direct deposit. So depending on where you live, they might have a feature for you to have a direct deposit to your bank account to pay you every month or every 2 weeks or whatever it is. You can get paid by PayPal. You can get paid by Payoneer. I know there's some countries they can't set up a PayPal, but they can set up a Payoneer account and you make money and get paid that way. Some affiliate programs, they'll send you a direct deposit. Some will even pay you in Bitcoin, I think too. But again, every affiliate program is a little bit different. So, it does depend on the affiliate program, but for the most part, if you can purchase things online, then you're going to be able to build your business and you'll be totally fine. Someone said, which WordPress template would you suggest? Someone mentioned ThemeForest. So ThemeForest or Invanto is what it's called also. They have tons of different themes that you can choose from or purchase. A lot that are even free. There's some themes that you can do more customization on that have a really good framework that's good for speed and for SEO and whatnot. So I used to use the Thesis theme, which is pretty good for a lot of customization also. And of course, like my theme now, I paid someone to develop that for me. And so at a certain point, there might be certain customization that you want that you can pay people for. And actually my theme, I'm actually waiting to redo the design because my design is still even like 2 years old. And I want to improve the design in a lot of ways. So it hasn't been updated in a while. Optimized Press is more for landing pages and sales pages and membership websites. So Optimized Press is actually what we use for Affiliate Marketing Mastery. They have different templates for that, but that's not good for blogging. Awesome. Jessica says, the cost of the course is low considering the value that we have received by being a part of the course, as well as the extra value that Stefan continues to give us. Awesome. So Jessica is actually a member of Affiliate Marketing Mastery. Good to see you here. So yes, the recording of this will be available afterwards on YouTube. I think it's going to be up in Facebook and Periscope as well. But if you guys go to the Project Life Mastery YouTube channel, then you should be able to see the recording there afterwards also. And by the way, there's actually one more thing that I forgot to mention. For those of you that are on the stream, and if you're still here, which we've got a lot of people that are still here, we got 23 on the one Facebook, people on Periscope, the other Facebook, people on YouTube. I've got an extra bonus for you guys, just to reward you guys for being here and for taking the time to be here on this stream. So here's the bonus that I have, and then also I mentioned I'm going to give away to one person Affiliate Marketing Mastery once I finish the Q&A also. But the bonus that I have for you guys is that if you decide to join Affiliate Marketing Mastery, again, we have a discounted price at affiliatemarketingmastery.com/get started. We got the 7 bonuses, but I'm going to give you guys a special limited time bonus just for this live stream, and it's going to expire in the next 24 hours. Okay, so if you guys are here, you guys want to join, here's a little bonus for you guys. What I'm going to do is the bonus is going to be, I'm going to do a 10-minute video review of your blog, a personalized video that I will send just to you. I'll go over your blog. I'll go over maybe content that you might have. It could be video. It could be, social media content, a certain part of your business, whatever it is. You can send that to me as a bonus. I'll spend 10 minutes. I'll do a screen capture video, and I'll personally give you feedback on what you can improve and do better, in my opinion, give you some really good practical advice and tips on what you can do to help build your blog or your content or really take it to another level, okay? And this bonus, it will expire within 6 months, okay? So if you sign up within the next 24 hours, we'll get you that bonus, but you have to use it within 6 months, okay? Because I don't want you to hit me up 5 years from now and say, Stefan, I want to claim my bonus. So 6 months is more than enough time for you to go through Affiliate Marketing Mastery, to build your blog, set it up, and then within that 6 months, you can redeem that bonus. So in order to get this bonus, all you got to do when you sign up for Affiliate Marketing Mastery, if you forward the receipt that you get, okay, you'll get a receipt when you sign up. You forward that to support@projectlifemastery.com. I'll write it out here. Maybe my team can put it in the chat. projectlifemastery.com. So support@projectlifemastery.com. You forward that receipt. You put in the subject, okay, the subject line, live stream bonus. Okay, live stream bonus. Put that in the subject line, and then we'll make sure that we have your name to receive that bonus. And like I said, you can claim that bonus within 6 months. Okay, if you already have a blog, a website, an online business, content, a YouTube channel, whatever that is, and you want to claim the bonus right away, then we can arrange that for you as well. It might be a little bit hard for me this week, but after next week, I can go over that for you and everything. If you don't yet have a blog, then you can apply what you're learning in Affiliate Marketing Mastery, and then within 6 months, as long as you claim it within 6 months, but make sure that within 24 hours, if you want to be able to benefit from the bonus, that you email us at support@projectlifemastery.com. Again, in the subject line, live stream bonus. This bonus is worth hundreds of dollars. To give you an idea, it's $1,000 an hour for my time. People pay me that to go over their business, to consult with me, to go over their blog, all that sort of stuff, and I'll definitely make it worth your while. And this is just a bonus just to reward you for being here on the live stream. I'm not going to make this available to anyone else, just for you guys that are here right now within 24 hours. If people watch the replay, again, within 24 hours, they can get this bonus. After that, I'm not going to make it available. Again, this is just to reward you guys for being here and a little extra incentive for you guys to take action and sign up, okay? All right, let's go back to some questions. Awesome. Erica says, like a gift that keeps on giving. Thanks for being so giving, Stefan. No problem. So Erica says, do you have Project Life Mastery website designers to help improve our current WordPress sites? I need to update mine. I've got I've got developers and people that work in my business, but I show you how you can find your own. I show you how you can hire virtual assistants, developers, and it's pretty straightforward. And I'm not a big fan of sharing specifically people on my team because I spend a lot of time developing the people on my team. They're pretty busy working for me. And if I were to do that, then probably my designers would jack up their price and be such high demand and everything too. And so more so what's even better is I'm going to show you how to build your own team, okay? I'm going to show you how you can find quality people, how you can interview them and choose the best candidate and hire them and train them and develop them so that you can build your own team of a web developer or a social media person or whatever it is that you need to help you grow and scale your business. Okay, next question. Who is your target audience on YouTube? Well, the market that I'm in is a pretty broad market, Project Life Mastery. So as you can imagine, all of life. Anybody really that wants to master their life, anybody that really wants to improve themselves and improve every aspect of their life, such as their business, creating more freedom, more success for themselves, as well as their health, their fitness, their emotions, their happiness, their spirituality, their relationships, etc. So I'm in the market of attracting people that want to improve every aspect of their life. And the reason for that is because that's what I'm interested in. That's my passion. And I've learned that if you just make money online, you can be successful financially, but you can also be very unhappy. And I've actually learned that what's more important than making a lot of money is your happiness, the emotional states that you're in. What's more important is your relationships, your health, your body. These are things more important, and I really want to help people improve every aspect of their life. Every course that I create, every product program that I create, one thing that makes me different than everyone else is I focus on the psychology and the mindset. And I'm very mindful of that because I've recognized that what often holds people back is not the strategy, it's not the information, but it's actually applying it. It's committing to mastery. Affiliate Marketing Mastery is a mastery-based program. And I actually teach what is called the mastery mentality, which everybody needs to develop if they want to master something, if you want to be successful in your business. The reason why a lot of people aren't successful is because they're dabblers. They want the instant gratification. They don't want to go deep. They stay at the surface. They don't want to fully commit themselves. in the first module of Affiliate Marketing Mastery, you're going to get the master mentality, and that video alone has changed a lot of people's lives because they don't realize how to actually go through a course, how to actually consume content, and how to actually master it. A lot of people, they don't understand there's actually 3 levels of mastery. There's knowing, there's doing, and then there's living. You can know what to do, but not do what you know. Knowing is the bottom level of mastery. A lot of people are like, oh, I already know this. I already know how to build a business. I already know how to do a blog. I already know how to do that. And I say, great, but are you doing it? Are you living it? Because if you're not doing it, if you're not living it, then you don't know it. You don't know it. And oftentimes people don't realize that like a course, you might have to go through it several times because every time that you go through it, you're at a different level and you're going to benefit much more and you're going to master those fundamentals, the foundation to really help build your business. And the dabbler is a person that thinks they know everything and just jumps from one thing to the next. They never really master it, so they never get the results. So you got to not just stay at knowing. Knowing is the first step, but then you got to do. You got to make sure you're doing what it is that you're learning. And then beyond that, you got to make sure you're living it. Living it is when you're actually getting the results of whatever it is that you know. You're living the results and you're doing it consistently. And that's what I focus on, is helping people do. I can't, it's unbelievable that people say to me, Stefan, I already know how to create a blog. I say, great, well, let's see your blog. Oh, I don't have one. Well, you know how to do a blog, but you don't even have one, so you haven't mastered it. So you got to make sure you guys commit to mastery. That's one of the most important things. Okay, next question on YouTube. I want to make a blog that teaches adults about spicing up their love life and to be an affiliate for adult novelties. Do you recommend this? So there's a certain process that I go through in Affiliate Marketing Mastery that will help you find a niche. And there's actually a criteria that I have that I can't go through now, but basically, making sure there's potential for that market, making sure there's multiple ways that you can monetize that and make money through affiliate marketing, making sure that it's essentially worthwhile for you to spend the time, build your business around that niche. So you're gonna make sure there's potential for it and you follow the right criteria for that. And there's affiliate programs, etc. I haven't done the research on that to really know, but the course will basically tell you whether or not it's a good match for you. I do have friends that are in the relationship market. I've got a friend named Jordan Gray. His website's jordangrayconsulting.com. And he's got a blog for men, for women, for couples on how to spice up their love life, how to attract their partner, etc. He does very well with affiliate marketing as well as his own courses and products too. But monetizing in terms of adult novelties, I don't know if that's going to be the best way for you to monetize it. It might be a way to monetize it, but there might be better ways. There might be ways, for example, of monetizing that through other courses or events or services. So to give you an idea, like I'm interested in this niche. I'd be a follower of your blog. I'm going to this Tantra workshop in February. It's a 3-day workshop. It was $5,000 for me and my girlfriend to go to. And Tantra can help you create more intimacy in your relationship. There's tantric massage, there's tantric, all different types of, it's like basically a way of life, but it's related to intimacy and sexual energy and things like that to really benefit you. But the person that I'm going to for that, there's many Tantra products that you can promote and sell that you could be an affiliate for that you can make a lot of money from. So that is a great niche and market, but I think there's gonna be a lot more ways that you can monetize and make money from that you could do really well with. Next question. What are some of the best up-and-coming niches to get into as far as helping profit and building a brand? So another criteria that I have is the niches that you want to build your business around. You want to make sure that you have an interest or a passion for it first and foremost. Because if you're going to create content in a niche, if you're just doing it to make money, then that's not going to be enough fuel to really push you to build that business, because you have to really enjoy the process. And for me, the niche that I'm in, I have no problem creating content for it because I love it. Like I would do it for free. I spend a lot of my time, going to seminars and learning and reading articles and consuming content on this topic that it doesn't feel like work. It's a hobby. It's a passion that I get paid for. And that's really the first most important thing, because if you're in a niche, you don't have a passion, you're going to do it for a little while, but it's always going to be a chore. You're going to have to push yourself and try to motivate yourself to try to actually do it. And you're not going to enjoy the process of researching and consuming content so that you can build yourself as an authority in that niche and be able to publish and create content. So that's the most important thing. But there are typically, I mean, the biggest niches are health, wealth, and relationships. Health, wealth, and relationships. And each of those niches have sub-niches. So for example, health, very broad. You could break that down into fat loss, gaining muscle mass, fat loss for women, fat loss for men, gaining muscle for men. You could break that down into the raw food diet, being a vegan that wants to put on muscle mass. You could break that down into the paleo diet, intermittent fasting. There's so many like sub niches that could fit underneath health. Same thing with wealth. It could be investing, it could be real estate, it could be stock market, it could be business, it could be marketing. There's so many different sub niches within that. And then same thing with relationships. But those are the three primary niches that, as human beings, everybody is seeking improvement on. They want to develop and grow in those markets. So anything, related to that. But again, I do have a criteria that I go through in Affiliate Marketing Mastery that will help you find, brainstorm the different opportunities, make sure that it's a passion and an interest for you, but also there's ways you can make money from it. Because I know there's some people that have a passion, maybe they can't make as much money from that too. And then also, you don't necessarily have to be passionate about it, but you have to have an interest in it, okay? And that interest could eventually grow into a passion. So you might have an interest in snowboarding, right, or surfing, but you might not be fully passionate about it, but that interest is good because, then you're going to do some research on it. You're going to learn more about snowboarding and surfing, and that can help you grow it, and that's going to help you as a snowboarder, as a surfer. It's going to help you personally as well with your hobby too. So you don't necessarily have to have a passion just yet, but as long as you have an interest, you can build it up and do very well with it. And by the way, potentially you could even sell it. I've got a friend, Caleb and Shalina, they sold their online brand called youngandraw.com. Made a lot of money from that as a raw food health blog. They made money from it with affiliate marketing and some of their own products. So they just lost their interest in it and they decided to sell that. So that's also another great option too. Sup, Stefan, I need help with a strategy with keywords. Good info in the course. Yes, I go into keyword research, how to identify the keywords in your niche. There's different keyword research tools and resources that I provide that can help you to research ideas to create content, how to create content, all that sort of stuff. I share that inside Affiliate Marketing Mastery. What is the full page opt-in form software plugin in projectlifemastery.com? I believe that's Opt-in Monster. It's Opt-in Monster, right? We're using right now, Ty? Yeah. What's your opinion on starting an online business while tackling shyness, social anxiety? They go hand in hand. Is it too much to do at once? Well, the great thing is that you're gonna conquer that shyness in the process of building an online business, because as I mentioned before, the biggest reward and benefit that you get from building a business is not the money or the freedom or the lifestyle, but it's who you become in the process. Because in order to create a business and be successful, you have to grow, you have to learn more and evolve and consume content and improve yourself, and you got to apply that. You got to help people, you got to add value, and that process helps you develop your confidence, helps you develop yourself into being a better person. And that's what I love. That's the greatest reward that you get from the process of building a business. Making money and all those things are just a side benefit that you get from that. And ultimately, once you make a certain amount of money, you realize that more and more, that it's more about the journey and who you become and what you give than what you get. How did you start at first for Project Life Mastery? Health, finance, business, spiritual, all together. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this stream, I primarily started with self-development and fitness, because I was doing a fitness competition in 2012, and I was doing, you can even go on my blog and find the old old videos and blog posts of me with my shirt off, but I used to do bi-weekly progress reports of pictures, my weight, my body fat, my measurements and everything every 2 weeks. And I originally started doing that and just sharing general things that I was learning from seminars and books and things that I was doing to improve myself at the time also. I don't want to be, so this is a question from Stanley. I don't want to be constrained to one small niche. I want to write and produce content on a wide variety of topics. What do you think or suggest? You can go, when it comes to choosing a niche, you can go more broad or more niche. And typically the more niche you are, the more targeted you are. But I was the same way as you. When I started Project Life Mastery, I always learned that it's better to have a very small niche to focus on and really master. But I also came to the realization that if I was just forced to talk about this, eventually I'd get bored and I'd be unfulfilled. And so that's why I decided to do Project Life Mastery and be in a broad niche of life, because then I could, at different times, maybe focus more on health, or other times on fitness, other times on business, other times on relationships and spirituality, and I wasn't as constrained with that. So you could do something more broad if you choose. That's definitely can be a good option. It might be a little bit harder at the beginning, and not everyone will really benefit from the content you have, but you will be more fulfilled. At least I think you'll have more options if that is something that resonates with you more. What is the best lesson you have learned through the years about online business? Probably the best lesson that I learned is that you don't want to reinvent the wheel. Anytime that you want to learn something, whenever I want to learn something, I find other people that have the result that I want, that I can learn from, and I invest in that. And I think I struggled for years when I first got started many years ago in my early 20s, because I figured that I could just learn everything on my own. I figured I could learn everything from reading blog articles and message boards. And what I found was that I was confused like crazy. I wasn't able to make any progress. I didn't take any action because I was just so overwhelmed of all these confusing things that were so out of context and were just kind of so disorganized. It wasn't until I actually realized that I need to invest money and I need to invest in a good training program and commit to that. And I got to commit to mastery. I can no longer be a dabbler. And I just got to go through it step by step, everything in sequence, and apply what I learn. And sure enough, you could be more, I was able to create success from that. And I actually find sometimes the people that I know, I've got friends, for example, they know so much and it's almost a disadvantage for them. And I know people that don't know anything about internet marketing, but they get into a course, and because that's all they know, they apply it, they get success. Whereas other people, they have all these other preconceived notions and belief systems and all these sort of things that they almost have to deprogram because they learned the wrong things, and they have just so many things that are kind of running through their head to get distracted so easily that it's almost like the person that doesn't know all that stuff is almost better. Like, give you an example, my girlfriend, she's sells on Amazon, she's got a blog, she's got a YouTube channel, she does affiliate marketing, and she's making like $30,000 a month. And she didn't know any of this internet marketing stuff. And she's done extremely well because she just went through the course, right? She's gone through Affiliate Marketing Mastery. She was there with me when I created it. But she just went through that because that's all she knew. She applied it and took massive action with it, and she wasn't as distracted as I think a lot of other people get with things, and they don't fully commit to something. Is it better to be in a bigger niche or a smaller one? Bigger ones often have more potential, so it really depends on what your goals are. More potential, the bigger the niche is. All right, so Michael had a question, but I actually got cut off the end of it, but it says, respect, man, I'm starting to make commissions from K Money Mastery on my 6th ebook. Since I started the program 4 months ago, living proof Stefan is the real and genuine, no doubt, this new program, affiliate marketing, and then you cut off. But thank you, I appreciate the kind words. Got a YouTube question? Can you receive traffic by convincing certain influencers to share your content with their social media followers? Yes. And as I mentioned, you want to leverage as much as you can in your business. And so if there's other influencers out there that have followers and you can provide value to them, that's very beneficial. There's actually strategies also, like you could do a roundup post. So for example, there's blog posts, I'm sure you've seen them before, that where it'll basically say 30 relationship experts share their number one tip for love, right? And basically what a blogger will do is they'll go and they'll approach 30 other bloggers and get one tip from them and put it together in one blog post. And he's basically promoting them on their blog. And then they go to those influencers and say, hey, I just did this blog post that I mentioned you in it. Would you like to share that with your followers? And so that's a great way you can get other people to promote you and promote your blog and everything too. So there's a lot of strategies like that you can do. I want to start my business now, but I go back to school in September 2017, and I'll have to put that as my priority for a bit. Will my business suffer or even completely die during that time? The answer is no. The great thing about a business and creating content is that it continues to grow over time, right? So for example, I've got YouTube videos and blog posts and content I published in 2012 that still continue getting traffic and still grow. Regardless if I took a year off of my business, I would still continue getting subscribers, followers, it would still grow, and I'd still continue making money from it. Now, I won't make as much money if I took like a year off, but I'd still make 6 figures. I might not make 7 figures, but I'd still definitely make a 6-figure income from that. And so that's a great thing about a business is that you spend the time to create your content one time, that content's on the internet forever, or however long you choose to have it there, and it can continue reaching people and growing for many years. I've got pieces of content that I published 4 years ago that just now are really blowing up and going viral and attracting a lot of people. So, that's the benefit of it is that, just like with anything, it might be a little bit more time at the beginning because there's a bit of a learning curve with it. But as it goes on, it just continues to grow. And then eventually, like I said, you want to bring in virtual assistants, people that can help you in your business too. Yeah. How to put out so much content for that many years? Just to have an interest or a passion in the niche that you're in. So for me, this is a passion of mine. It doesn't require willpower for me to be able to do this. I love it so much that I just want to spend my nighttime. Right now it's getting dark out here. I'm still here talking because I love it. I'm passionate about this. And that's the beautiful thing of it is that you can build a business around your passion or around an interest that you might have. And then when you do that, you no longer have to push yourself to do work. You feel pulled towards it. And it's two totally different things when you're doing something that's your mission that you love. It's a hobby that you would do for free anyways. You just so happen to be able to make some money from it also. Okay, we'll answer one more question. One more question, we'll do maybe a YouTube one. And then we'll wrap it up, and then I'm going to announce the winner that's going to win Affiliate Marketing Mastery. I have a car blog, which I've been running for almost a year now, averaging just under 10K visitors a month, but never thought of monetizing it. How does one go about monetizing such a blog? Awesome, great question. And my friend, you are sitting on money right now. You're leaving a lot of money on the table, and you should definitely monetize it because by monetizing it, you're going to be able to make money that's going to allow you to grow that and make more of a difference and really grow your blog. I'm really kind of surprised that you haven't started monetizing it just yet. So understand that anything that's getting traffic, that's getting eyeballs or attention is worth money. Okay, there's tremendous value in that. There's advertisers that will pay for that. There's ways that you can funnel that to meet their needs, to solve problems, make money from that. It's an incredible asset that you have. And the car niche is a really great niche too because that's a niche where people are willing to spend much more money on a car accessories, things of that nature also. So if you're there's a certain process that I have a whole module on monetization. And by the way, I would highly recommend that you join Affiliate Marketing Mastery because if you're already getting that much traffic, a few strategies that I teach will easily make you back the money that you invest in it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that out there. You're gonna be able to make, like if you already have 10,000, you could immediately create an income stream of yourself of either a couple hundred or a couple $1,000s a month from that. So first, you want to really identify your audience, the people that are coming to your blog, and hopefully you have some sort of opt-in, a way for people to follow you, to subscribe to your email list. That's really the most important thing. But if you're already getting 10,000 visitors a month, you can look to see what the most popular content is. And there's certain things you can do to really learn just by looking at the analytics, who your market is, who your followers are, what their interests are. You can learn a lot about them just from that without even having to engage with them. But you are going to want to build a list, and you're going to want to survey the people that are on your list. You're going to want to identify who they are, where they live in the world, what their age group is, what kind of car that they drive, what's their dream car, what are their biggest problems and challenges, what are their goals and desires. Survey them to learn about them, and then also find out. That will give you, by the way, information that will help you find the right things that you can promote or market to them. But you could also survey to find out from them what they're interested in. So, for example, you might find that you have there's this one guy. I didn't buy his product yet, but my friend referred him to me. But he basically has an online course that teaches you how to get sports cars, how to save a lot of money buying sports cars and how you can drive sports cars very inexpensively. And he has all these different strategies like the dealerships they don't want you to know about and stuff like that. And he has an affiliate program for this. And he does he's got ebooks on it and things like that. So you might identify that is a good product that you could promote to your audience on your blog and to your list. You can join that affiliate program and you can make money by promoting his product. You don't have to create the product. You don't have to be the expert. You don't have to deal with the customer support. You don't have to do the marketing, the selling, all that sort of stuff. All you got to do is just direct your traffic to him through your affiliate link, and you can make a lot of money just by doing that. You got to find all the different affiliate programs and things that they're interested in. You might have certain blog posts, pieces of content that are related to, Corvette drivers. I'm a Corvette guy. So you might find that there's certain Corvette clothing and apparel and merchandise and things like that you could do a blog post on, or you could optimize existing content and have affiliate marketing affiliate links to some of these products and immediately start making money from content that you already have. So there's a lot of things you could do. Monetizing, having a call to action to existing content you have, building your list, surveying them, finding what they want, looking at all the different affiliate programs, the different options there. You could even monetize just by having Google AdSense, although you'll make more money from affiliate marketing, so you want to prioritize that first. There's a lot of things that you can do. So more of that is inside Affiliate Marketing Mastery. Okay, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to announce the winner of Affiliate Marketing Mastery, and Ty's found someone. Ty, have you determined a winner yet? Okay, so we're going to announce the winner that's going to win Affiliate Marketing Mastery. And again, what I'm going to mention as well is that if you guys want to learn more about Affiliate Marketing Mastery, go to affiliatemarketingmastery.com/get started. All the details are there. We have an amazing offer that's happening right now, available just for a limited time. Okay, expires in about 6 days from now. No longer going to be available. We're going to be starting the live training, the live coaching. So I want to focus not on selling, but I want to focus on servicing my members, my customers, to help them get results with it. And I did mention that if you're here on the live stream, I've got a special limited time bonus just for you guys that's available within 24 hours. What you got to do is just email support@projectlifemastery.com. Okay, support@projectlifemastery.com. Email us your receipt when you sign up. Forward that to that email and put in the subject live stream bonus. And we're going to give you a bonus 10-minute session where I'm going to basically go over and give feedback on your blog, your content, or whatever you want in your business. A 10-minute screen capture video giving you feedback, and send that to you. And that's something that you can claim within 6 months from when you sign up for Affiliate Marketing Mastery. Okay, so limited time bonus just for those that are here on this stream. This will expire within 24 hours, so I'd highly recommend that you sign up right now or after this stream, or definitely within the next 24 hours, but I would recommend right now. And then, we'll make sure that we get you involved with that, the bonus, and you'll be able to benefit from that. Okay, so we're ready for the winner. Got the name right here. And I need a drum roll or something like that. Drum roll. Okay, so the winner who's going to win Affiliate Marketing Mastery is Attila Beres. Attila Beres. To spell that out, Attila, last name Beres. So congratulations, Attila. You win Affiliate Marketing Mastery. I'd ask for you to, I'm not sure if you're on YouTube or where you are, but maybe provide your email address so that we can reach out to you and contact you. Okay, so if you could provide your email address in the comments, we'll make sure that we get it. Do you already have his contact, or are you able to reach out to him? Is he on YouTube or Facebook? Or okay. So Attila, you're on YouTube. If you can provide your email address, or if you can email us at support@projectlifemastery.com. Make sure we get you set up with that. Awesome, guys. So always a pleasure being able to share with you guys today. Hopefully you guys received a lot of benefit, a lot of value from joining. It's getting a little bit dark here. Right now it actually stopped snowing, which is good. It's kind of turned into rain a little bit. But excited for those that have joined Affiliate Marketing Mastery, be working with you guys over the next few months and into 2017 to help you build your online business. Always a pleasure, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time being here, and I look forward to serving you guys a lot more. So thank you, guys. Take care.